Hi friends, it's Jason. Welcome back. And for today for you, I have a story that was all over Book Talk and BookTube for some time, the better part of last year. And it is called Black Sun by Rebecca Roanhorse. I finally got around to reading this. I've wanted to read it for a while. I got it for Christmas and I finally got it. I mean, book 2 is already out and I finally got around to reading book 1. This is an interesting story. Now, one thing I do want to preface this with is the start of this book is a little slow. There's a lot of characters introduced in the beginning of the book. There's a lot of world building. There's a lot going on at the beginning that for me was a little confusing. I didn't really know what was going on, where it was going, what was happening. So it was a little confusing at that part, but about halfway through the book, things started to come together and make a little bit more sense. And by the end, I was definitely into the story and ready for book 2. Now, speaking of book 2 is out. It's in hardcover currently, but book 2 in trade paperback like this I'm going to pick up in March when it comes out, so I'll be reviewing book 2 once book 2 gets out in March in trade paperback. Basically the premise of the story is it's kind of takes the path of like pre-Columbian Central America style religions and forbidden magic and things like that. There are several characters in this book that you follow, which for me is a little too much, but I'm not even sure which of the characters is supposed to be the main character. The one I think is the main character actually isn't my favorite. There's another character that I like more, but I'm not sure even if these two characters are eventually going to come together and team up against the big bad. Now, the big bad is an interesting character in himself. He's almost childlike, and he's a very interesting character, and I'm not sure quite where he's going to progress to. He's taking on the semblance of a forgotten god or whatever, and the whole story centers around this one city where there are a bunch of clans and the overruling priesthood with representatives from each of the clan's religions, and it's an interesting story. So I'm intrigued where book 2 is going to go. Like I said, push through because the beginning is a bit slow. So I don't know if anybody else found that. If you've read Black Sun, please leave a comment down below. I'd be curious to hear if you found the beginning a bit slow, the same as I did. One thing I did like, and you know how much I like a map. Well, in this book, there are actually not one, but 2 maps, which is awesome. Very, very, very good done. Well done on this one. I really appreciate that. I really like the color. I love of the cover. This blue and the gold. It looks so great together. The next one, like I said, is already out in hardcover. Trade paperback comes out in March, and it's an interesting story, so check it out. And if you've read it, please leave a comment down below. Tell me what your thoughts were on Black Sun, and while you're down there, please hit like. It helps me out. And if you want to see more story reviews like this, please hit subscribe while you're down there. Come back. I'd love to have you come back and watch more videos, and I will see you again next time.